Welcome to Sector C. This is a big area, guys, so this is going to be a really long video because not only am I going to be showing you the golf club, the golf course, the hotel, Upper C, and also Sector F. So, shall we get on with it? Anyway, as you come over the bridge from B, you drive on to C, you rejoin what I class as the main sort of road that goes up through the centre of C. So just a reminder, guys, at the end of the video we'll be talking about Mazarrón Council, the hotel rumours and some property that is for sale on Camposol C. So stick around for that. So I thought this would be handy. So we've got a nice street map of Sector C, and as you can see I'm here. There's the bridge where you're coming over from B onto C. Now this area here is the golf course. There's the hotel, the golf club is just there. Now this is the main part of C, which we'll be looking at first. But in this area here is Upper C. So, should we get on with it? Lot of roads, it's a big place. If you check out my video I done a while back called Past and Present, there's the main road coming down from B, and the roundabout's just there where those bushes are. The road was supposed to continue here, and the bridge that you can see over there was supposed to be here. But what they done when they were building, they sort of dropped down, you went across the Rambler, and then you come back up to rejoin the carriageway that you can see now. So yeah, check out that video, guys. So today's Wednesday here on Camposol C. Now every Wednesday the garden group, which is called Green Fingers, bunch of volunteers that try and make the place look lovely and tidy. And if you notice around, they do all the looking after the gardens. And obviously the other thing they do, obviously because it's all about volunteering, and this is how they survive really, and then all about buying plants and things like that. So if you're thinking about moving on to Camposol C and you've got nothing to do, why not join the Green Fingers gardening group? So this is another area that Green Fingers look after. You can see just over there, you've got some people on the golf course, which we will be looking at later on in the video. I just thought I'd show you the sort of the main carriageway that takes you up through C. And just over in the distance, which we're going to be looking at in a moment, is me not pointing at for you, is the first estate. These are Monsoras. These are private villas, completely different to the Massa type villas. And we're going to have a look at that because that's they've got their own community fee, I should say. So, as I said before, this is like a private estate. This is the houses, they're called Monsoras. And right in the centre of this one, you've got like a community pool. Now, quite a while back, all these houses were empty. These were bank repossessions, obviously when all the banks collapsed, this place was sort of just locked down. But now, I think everybody's living here now. So this is the centre point. This is their communal pool. Obviously it's only for people, as it says on there, residents only on C10. Yeah, I won't go any more because I see somebody's in the pool there. So this is the other estate, what I call the Monsoras. Some of these I believe are a little bit bigger, and it's like a one-way street in. I think they blocked off the other road, just over there. And this one, whereas on the other one the communal pool was in the centre, this one is not. This one's the same, it's only for C6 residents only. It's got a gate there. Nice big pool. So this bit of land here was earmarked for a mini golf course, and they were going to put some buildings in the middle there, because apparently this bit of land here is for sports facilities. But unfortunately, the guy that done it, as always, licenses, it just didn't happen. Now I've been told, I don't know if this is true, but just up there, I'll show you in a moment, is supposed to be where they're going to be building, when there's enough kids here, a school and some football pitches, but that could be just rumours. Also, just over there used to be the show houses, and I think they're all being lived in now. I think you can see age concern, and there's some sort of funeral thing. I don't want to, I think it's called White Dove, and also the back end of the hotel. And up in the top there is Communication Hill, as I call it. But yeah, lovely area. Okay, so just over there is the mailboxes, but they're not mailboxes now. Now, when they first, 20 years ago, there were mailboxes, but now all the mail's delivered over to the Spanish Post Office, Best Wishes, I believe another place. I've talked about that before. And also, this is the bin area. So you got recyclable bottles, cardboard just over there. So you remember when I said about the football pitches? Now, I'm going to be honest, guys, this is what I've been told. Some people say it's just a rumour, but it probably is, because I don't know when it's ever going to happen, but there's all about football pitches in the school here. We've got quite a few kids here now, but nothing's been said, and like with a lot of places, when they say they do things, they never happen. But anyway, I just thought I'd just give you a view of the sort of the Campo part. Just up there is Sector F. I've just come on to the Campo from C. You ain't got far to go, guys. You've got some garden areas along here. I can just see down there, have a look at the mow. A barbecue area. But here, God, you got so many walks, guys. I think just over there is the big farm. You can see a fence, but there's a track goes all along there. And I believe you end up in El Periton if you want to go out for an afternoon walk and a drink, maybe. But yeah, loads of walking, guys. No excuse. So here's a nice little spot. You've got your barbecue there. You've got some seating. And obviously, I can see they've been using this quite a bit because it looks nicely raked. That's the Patang. And we're just looking across the road. A bit up the street. Okay, what you will notice, guys, a lot of these streets are one way because they're I wouldn't say they're pretty narrow, but they're narrow enough. So, good thing, just in case you was worrying about, can you get your car down there? So another thing you're going to notice on C now is a lot of the land that was sort of wasteland here, and if you can remember the memorial thing that was done by the gardening group, there was loads of roses. That's all clear now, but because this land has been reclaimed. Now if you didn't know, guys, when Massa were building this strip of land here, because you can see the electric boxes dotted around, this was earmarked for posh villas, upper class villas. And I think it was still connected to the golf course, but we got this section here that's all been fenced off this year, and it was done quite recently. And there's some others at the back there. But this company here has claimed it. They say it's not going to be another 2 years at the earliest if anything's going to happen. And then, if possible, this company could just resell it on. But I think that it's possible that they're going to start building on here. But we're talking a couple of years yet. Mazarrón Council said they've had no applications yet. So, and if you know Spain, it takes a long time to anything to happen here. But it's, you know, good to see at long last. Things are starting to happen. Just going over to the golf course over there. So I'm starting to go up the hill a little bit on Camposol C. You've noticed this bit of land here has been cleared. Well, all this land here will be cleared eventually and built on. So I'm still on the main avenue. I don't know if you guys realise that when you come up here, we've got a couple of places. One's called White Doves. I can see on there it's something to do with funeral planning and estate planning. I can see legal services. And next door, we're just going to have a quick look at next door. So another good thing about Camposol is you've got age concern. And these guys helped me out when I had my hip operation last year. And you know, we just seen Green Fingers. They look after all the shrubbery. Anyway, we're going to have a quick look inside here. So that's Mick over there, and he was just explaining to me Mondays to what?
To Friday.
Mondays to Fridays, 10 o'clock to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can read it on the. This is the vintage shop, so you can come in here because obviously it's all to do with charity, isn't it?
Yes. It's
yeah.
Charity. Age concern.
Age concern. And we got some people. Well, one person over there. We got another building there.
Shopping.
Is that what, putting the stuff out? I know you guys on the weekend, you have a...
We have all dues,
Yeah.
and we have end of the tabletop sale, end of the month.
Right.
And we have bingo Wednesdays, you know.
Yeah. And I know you, and also you do organised trips as well, don't you?
We do a hell of a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I've seen a lot of it, yeah. And just up here, I'm not going to go in there. This is the office over there, and
This is the office.
this is where I hired out all my equipment. I'm talking about Zimmer frame, and it's all in that shed there.
Yeah.
But you know, wheelchairs, all those sort of things that unfortunately you might need if you having an operation or something. Yeah.
Go, Sean, go up there and meet Paul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that then. So I'm going in the office then. So this is the sort of main room. To my left is the office,
Toilet in the office.
where you sort out stuff. Yeah.
There's the kitchen round there.
All right. And you was just telling me you're doing a yoga.
Chair exercise, yeah.
Oh yeah, chair exercises. Yeah, that seems to be a big thing now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just showing these guys. This is what we was talking about with Mick a minute ago about the
That's the events.
tabletop sales they have on the weekends. Already we've got Christmas stuff. God, it's coming upon us already, isn't it?
Books to borrow or buy.
Yeah, that's very good as well. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
I'll catch you again. Cheers, bye-bye. On each sector, they have a green waste area. Now, I don't know if you can see, but just over there should be 2 or 3 skips. Now, usually, every couple of weeks they're emptied, but for some reason, the new council that's taken over, I don't want to get involved in the politics of it all, but it's just not being cleared, and it's going right down near the blue car, right round. It's going up there now. Anyway, apparently the council have agreed now they're going to move this lot only. Apparently, now this is going back a few weeks before I made this video, that they're going to clear this for 30,000. It's going to cost 30,000 euros to clear this. Now the plan is eventually they're going to have 2 dumping areas, but at the moment the council keep, I don't know what's going on, politics, but it's still, obviously people have got to get rid of their waste. People say take it to the eco park, but apparently the eco park don't take it. That's what I've been told. I might be wrong, but this is why it keeps getting dumped everywhere. But anyway, I thought I'd better show it to you. Hopefully by the time you watch this video, this will all be cleared. So at the moment, I am sort of what I call the top part of Upper C. You've got a back thing there. Now, if you didn't know, this road here, it leads up to the pumping station. But this area is called Sector F, which I will be talking about in a moment. But it's a bit of a long track, I must say. Now, they've got a barrier here. Guys, don't go through that barrier, even though the barrier's down at the moment. It's because the water company's probably up there checking the pumping station. You could get locked in. So anyway, let's get going. So it is a bit of a walk, this one. So I'm about halfway now. I'm still going up the hill a little bit, but there's the pumping station, and to the left of that is the reservoir. So another 10 minutes, I reckon. Guys, a great place for walking the dog. You can see part of C there, and over in the distance is Upper C. And also we'll be going up to where the radio mast is. It's a great viewpoint from up there. But anyway, we're going this way. So this is the pumping station for B, C and D. This is massive, this one. Now on A, we've got a small pumping station, but this one, obviously for three other sectors, it needs to be big. And just over that way, if you follow this round, that's the water that's just over there. There's a footpath. that will take you to another reservoir. This is not part, well, this part is still part of Sector F. But if you carry on, there's a lovely walk from here that goes right around and you meet up with D. Worth going on, guys. I actually did a video of that. Check it out. So, what's the story on Sector F? So, the story is, obviously, when Camposol was being built 20 years ago, Massa had loads of sectors. There was Sector E. Now, for some reason, that's disappeared. And I think there was G and F. Well, anyway, for F, which is this one, obviously, when the company went bankrupt, they had to auction a lot of it off. Now, back in 2017, the auction lot for this was 52. Somebody put in an offer. Only one offer was put in. So somebody has bought all this Sector F for 100 euros. I bet he ain't going to sell it now. Now, apparently, that's the pump that's going to fill up the reservoir there. Apparently, this is building land. They did say, obviously, because it's quite hilly, but I would imagine, you know, maybe in a few years' time, because they are starting to sell off the plots of land now for building, this would be a good place to, the view you got. Anyway, so look out for that, Sector F, in years to come. Nothing planned at the moment. Right, the reservoir, which is just here. Now that's an irrigation reservoir. You'll find a lot of places when you go around on the Campo, especially, you know, in Spain, they're called irrigation lakes. And obviously it's to do the farms and whatever else. But this one here, now this is what I've been told, this is for the golf resort, the golf course. I think they got another feed as well further down, but this is their main feed. And chatting to the guys at the golf course the other day, they said they got plenty of water. Anyway, so we get going. We've seen Sector F. So this is a good viewpoint from the looking down on the hotel. I'm on Communications Hill, as I call it. So this is the main part of the hotel. Now, hopefully in a couple of years' time, this is going to open up. But these buildings at the back here, with the black roofs, I believe when they first opened this hotel up, these were going to be timeshares. But they never finished them or completed them. And I don't think they've got anything to do with the actual hotel itself. Now, with the hotel, they've got the spa in there. There's a big building at the back, which I believe is a gymnasium. Now, the bit in the middle with all the palm trees, you can't see it, but there's a little couple pools in there. And one of those pools has got like a bar in the middle. And when they opened up this place, when it first opened up, I mean, that part was open to the public. It was really good, and if you owned a property here, you got a discount to have a, you know, spa and whatever. We'll talk about the hotel a little bit later on in the video. Now, behind it is the golf club, and also you've got another view of the golf course. And if you remember my video I done on Welcome to B, you can see the sewage plant over on B. There's the wood, and you can see pretty all B, thinking about it. Good viewpoint. So when you're driving on C, you can't help but miss this place. I call this Communication Hill. It's got all the, I don't know, phone stuff and TV stuff up here. I'm not into all this technology, but the viewpoint up here, guys, is amazing. And I'm just going to give you a quick spin. So there's C over there. You've got the Hotel. In front of that, you can't see it, is the golf club. You've got the golf course. And if I move this way, you can see Upper C. And you've got all the mountains around you. Lovely area, I must say. I can see the lake over there with it's got a jet of water coming out of it. So just down here, in the plans when they was building this place, this was supposed to be a lake that you could walk around. And over there, you can see one part of the land's already been sold off for building. No plans yet on that, but there is actually a road along that part there. So we're looking back on to Upper C at the moment. Now the road that used to join Upper C over to the golf club, that's been shut now for quite a few years because it's just collapsed, and you can see some of the lampposts leaning there. The police shut it down. There's been a lot of talk lately about the hotel. Now, as far as I know, the owners are still there. Now, if I showed you just down the road there, they put a denuncier on the council for putting, I don't know, like wardrobes and waste there, so that's been stopped. So we know the hotel's still going, and there has been rumours a couple of years' time. So we just have to wait and see on that. So I'm at the golf club today, and I thought I'd just better show you. They've got a new sign up there, which is called the Casa Club Camposol. So that's going to be the new name now. You've got the golf buggies here. Now, I'll be honest, looking at all the cars, it's obviously a busy day. It's going right down the road there with parked cars. They've got a small car park here. So anyway, we're going to go into the pro shop. I'm going to speak to Toby first, because he's the man that knows all the prices. So I'm speaking to Toby now, and Toby's going to give me some answers to what I'm asking him now, and that's about, if I was a guest coming here to Camposol, what sort of prices are we talking about?
Well, for 9 holes is €18, for 18 holes is €35, and the buggies is €15 for 9 and 20 for 18. And if you're not a federated member in Spain, it's €3 insurance per plate. And
is that including the IVA on top of that?
Yes.
Yes, it's all in one price.
That's the final price.
Right. And what sort of time are we talking about coming here in the morning?
In the mornings, our first tee time's 8:30, and our last tee time's around 3:30 to 4 o'clock.
Right. Okay, that's good. So I'm just going to go over to Rob now. So what do you do here then, Rob? Is it? I take it. Are these on? Oh, yeah, these are for sale. But I take it. Do you do it on loan? Hire out stuff?
Yeah, there's the ones behind you are off hire.
Okay.
You can hire those for either €9 for 18, and €8 for 9 and €10 for 18.
Right. Just walked in from up the pro shop and up the stairs. You can see all the trophy cabinet. And obviously, they do a lot of games here, and obviously a lot of it's also to do with charity as well. They also got function rooms. We'll just go and look in the barn a moment. I think what it is, it's not opening time yet, that's why it looks a bit quiet. But I can safely say the golf course is packed with people. And the toilets are that away. So this is the main area. At the moment, there's no food at the moment, but I was told that in a month's time, we're talking about October, there's going to be a different menu thing. But at the moment, I'll talk a little bit more about that when we're outside. I just wanted to show you the size of this. Because I know on a Sunday when you do the buffet, not the buffet, yeah, the buffet, the Sunday meal buffet, it gets really busy here. And I noticed they've got the new name, it's the Casa Club de Camposol. Okay. So at the moment I'm sat out on the terrace. Great place to sit any time of the day really. Now I've been told at 3 o'clock it's going to get packed here inside in the what I call the bar area. Just behind me is the barbecue area. Now I was told, talking to the lady in there, because we're still into September and they've only just been taken over, I don't know, a couple months now. They will be changing the meal times and the menu. But at the moment she was telling me on a Wednesday and Saturday they have entertainment. There's a 3-course meal. She did say you have to book this. Now, if you look onto the Facebook group, and probably on any of the Facebook groups, there'll be something in there that you can phone up and book a meal. I told you about the buffet on a Sunday. That gets packed out on a Sunday, and that has to be booked as well. What else can I tell you? There's a lot going on. Oh yeah, another thing, when I mentioned about the barbecue, when they've got some sort of tournament on, they do a lot of charity work here as well. When with these tournaments, they have the barbecue going. Yeah, it's pretty busy. This is the old target range to do with the Camposol Golf, and they're bringing it back to life. As you can see, they're just starting to clear it now. It's a lot of work. I would imagine you're probably talking a couple of years really. Yeah. But it's good to see at long last this is all going to come back to life. So this is Upper C. You can see what I call Communication Hill over there. This is sort of the way into Upper C. There's a few ways in, but this is the main one. You can see a big sign there. Now that land's been fenced off now. That would be used for developing, but there's been no word since. So we're gonna have a look around Upper C. Now, one of the things you need to know, guys, and there's something I'm not going to miss out, is obviously here is where what I class as the major structural problems. But not all of it, only a small part of it. I'm not going to show it all. There was a video made many years ago on Channel 4, Homes from Hell video, and no doubt if you're doing a research, you need to watch that video. And it's sort of given Camposol a bit of a stigma, really, because it's only a small part of Camposol. Some of these villas here, and there's nothing wrong with them, but further along you can see the road's bumpy. Yeah, I mean what it was, when they built this place, they levelled it off. Instead of letting it settle, they just built straight on it. To do with the planning, obviously, it's just wrong. And you can see here why that road is being shut off, because it's just falling away. But I just wanted to show it to you I don't think it's fair on some of the properties here. I mean, these properties here are fine. Further down, they're not so good. Even though, from what I can see, there's people living in them. Over there, right in the distance, past the golf course there, you can see that's what was the hot springs. I think they call it Camposol. You can see the old rambler snaking its way through, but in that sort of clump of trees was the hot springs. Unfortunately, it's all dried up now. I think the farmers turned it off. There is a track in the distance you can drive down to it, but there's nothing to see now. Just thought I'd mention that, because the reason I'm mentioning that is these walks. There's some amazing walks, guys. I've done a few videos on the walks, and again is Sector D in the distance. But look at this. What a lovely view. If you didn't know, actually on Upper C, there's a hairdresser, barber service, and next door I did a video for the J&M beauty therapy thing. Please check out that video as well. So they're all part of the same building. I don't want to go in there because I expect somebody's having some treatment, but yeah. So now you know, you've got hairdressers and beauty therapy. Wellness centre. So this is the other side of the sort of Upper C, and you can see there's a few leading, well, one I can say, but if you look over, you've got D over there, and there's, like I mentioned before, there's some lovely walks along here, guys. I did a video years ago up on that hill, the house on the hill, lovely walk up there. Now even up here, you've got some little garden areas. Now I don't know if there is a voluntary garden group for Upper C. I've never heard of anything, but if anybody knows about, there is a voluntary group, please let me know. Or if not, maybe somebody who buys up here will set up a group. Because it's always nice to have a bit of a garden area you can sit out. I mean, what a view, eh? You could just sit out and look at that all day if I wanted to. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video so far. Now we're going on to what I call the information side of it, and that's Mazarrón Council first. Now, apparently, there's no green bins on Upper C. I didn't know that. So the council agreed to put some bins on Upper C. When, I don't know. Garden waste. Now, big issue here on Camposol at the moment. the garden waste hasn't been dealt with since last year. Now the council have agreed now, because it said it's becoming a bit of an eyesore, especially on C, they're going to remove that first. It's going to cost them €30,000 to remove it. When that happens, don't know. They've been talking about it all this year, and we're coming into October by the time you get to watch this video, and it still hasn't happened yet. But apparently that's going to be removed first, which is good news in one way. Okay, for a bigger waste, and we're talking about sofas, wardrobes and things like that. Now, the old system was that you could leave the wardrobe or the sofa outside a dustbin. I'm on about the green bins, and twice a month they would get picked up. Now, believe it or not, on the back of the hotel, I haven't shown you that video, I didn't think it was important really. There's a bit of land there, it's all been fenced off. They've never used it yet. I don't understand, they put that up last year, they haven't used it yet, but that's where they're going to store it all, and then obviously it'll get removed, probably to the eco park or somewhere else. So the new system is, you've got to phone a number. It's going to be a Spanish number, and it'll be a Spanish speaker. So get a translator or speak in your Spanish. Right, the number is 968 333 294. You phone them up, they will pick it up from your house. Now, I presume they might give you a time and date. That's all the information I've got. But apparently it's free, it won't cost you nothing. Apparently they also said, there's a council app, I think they call it Verde. You used to be able to use that. They said they won't deal with that at all now. So you have to phone the number. Another thing I forgot to mention with Mazarrón Council now, probably going about 3 years ago, they agreed to re-tarmac, I believe, from the bridge right up through the middle C, I'm on about the main road as I call it, right over to D, nothing, we ain't heard nothing. Now that was over 3 years ago, I haven't even heard anything this year. Last year they said there was having an issue between C and D where the road dips. They had to get some structural engineer guy in to have a look at it, but we ain't heard nothing. So that's something else that's supposed to be happening, but no date given yet. So if you check out, there's a YouTube channel now called Camposol Questions, and they do a video once a month, and what it is, it's to do with the business centre on B, and they always have a chat with the Mazarrón Council and give them the latest news. So check out that channel, guys, that'll give you a lot of information on that. Now, the rumours about the hotel here on Camposol been going on for years. And the last rumour I heard, they reckon in a couple of years' time it'll be opened up. Now, from what I can make out of it, we're only talking about the front part of the hotel, because I think I told you in the video that the back end, can't even see it from there, the back end's got nothing to do with it, but the main part of the hotel will be taken over. And there's some like communal pools in the middle, which will be fantastic. They've also got a spa in there as well. If I got a video clip, I'll try and put it up. Somebody did a video when it first opened up. It looked amazing. But at the moment, there's been people saying it's been sold, resold. There's nothing going on, guys, at the moment. And as soon as I find out anything, I'll let you know. So now going on to the property. Now, I picked a couple properties, gives you an idea of the price on C. So the first one is on Upper C. It's a semi, 999,995, and it's a 2-bed, 2-bathroom property, which I think is a good price. Next one is 135,000. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath, and a pool, also on Upper C. And the next one is 249,000. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, pool, and comes with a car. I believe it's a 7-seater. So check it out. Now, it's a good possibility that some of those might have been already sold, but it gives you an idea what you can get on C. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, guys, there'll be another video coming very soon.